I have few people here who are gong players, and before they ask me this question, I would rather ask you this question. Um, what kind of gongs are you going to be using, and how is it going to be, how is it going to benefit them because they're already a gong player? Then why should they be learning from you?
Oh, well, well, they I'm very confident on this answer.
Thank
They
you.
they um so well first, like on the workshop, kind of we are still figuring out of how we going exactly going to do it, right? And if there are any networks that we can where we can get support for gongs. The one thing is gongs got so popular that particular Germany gongs are really hard to get because this is not a mass production and the output cannot be upscaled. As it's so popular all over the world, it's actually kind of difficult to get the, let's say, German gongs. But as I know all the gong, let's say, manufacturers here, the gong builders, somehow we always find a way. But also, it's a good news that China are really like kind of keeping up, and they have and like to do sound healing. You as well can for sure can use a like a Feng gong or a Chao gong. They're different than German gongs, but is a it's possible to work with it. So and why people well and then why it's well maybe it sounds a little bit I don't know selfish or arrogant, I don't know, but I've seen I call it a master class all over. So people who already play, they come to me and then they will play and then I will get into details. And I've never ever experienced any gong player who didn't get something of value out from the class. And even the more people already know, well, if they are open, the more they can even learn because they
Yes.
already have a huge setup of understanding. And and yes, I'm happy for everyone who's coming to me.
Yeah. In my experience, because I've learned gongs under Jan Ziegler, I can share my experience with all of you. I had already learned gongs and played right at Barcelona, as well as other places like Brown University. So I should have asked myself, why am I going all the way to Thailand then to learn from Jens? I should have got a discount and all that stuff. But reality, I went there and I was blown apart because the way he teaches, the complete technique is different. The complete technique, and even right from standing to listening to the gong to vibrating with the gong, is a very different experience. So I can only share my experience and say I know it was a very, very different experience. In fact, I picked up a planetary gong from him while coming back to India, which I still have. I have the Venus gong, which takes us to the next question. What are these planetary Paiste gongs that you helped Paiste to get into the whole
Hmm.
of the world? Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, before I go into this, because this is a huge topic,
Okay.
something like still is in my mind that echoes with what you are, with what you were just saying in terms of gong playing, what the strategy is. So basically, um, you are learning by doing, and you are by learning to play gong by, let's say, well, putting your attention to your body. So it is we use the body. We don't use not the hand or the arm. We use all of our body to play, to generate sound. And we make sure that not one part is excluded. And this is actually basically the biggest difference that I would say to any others playing like it's like it's not like if you play in the like let's say in an orchestra. This is like the extreme where you follow a sheet and you don't want to miss bar 56, right? So it's a lot of tension. And then also I see many, let's say, gong players. They would come up with a strategy of how they're going to play things, but I can absolutely say in the moment you are too mind focused. The most important things are not going to happen like at all. And so we learn a protocol where we kind of empty our mind or give our mind something else to do. So we do accept the mind. We need the mind because it's the mind that helps you how to find the class, how to get there, and is a very, very good helper. But and but when it comes to, let's say, a holistic experience, then for the mind it's better to stand at the side and observe and look, but still with your, let's say, with your intentional setup, you need to create a space where the mind has a function and feels still feels important. So it's not we ignore the mind. I'm not saying thinking is bad. No, not at all. Like it's very important to think properly. And the only question is just because people are thinking, it does not mean they are thinking properly, right? So this is getting us into very difficult areas. But the basic thing is that in the gong playing, we get out of the thinking and we use our intuitive body emotional intelligence to run through the process. And this is very well, it's easy. The are easy, the protocol is easy. I will take care that everyone understands the protocol. We will do it together. We might take your example, give you the focus so that also you have the experience of the sound healing for yourself as well. And yes.